Palaces do not keep secrets like people do. They bury them in systems, in silence, in habits so routine they become invisible. On a cold January morning in 2026, that silence broke. A routine security sweep at a secluded West London residence, linked quietly to Queen Camilla's extended family, uncovered something impossible. Behind a flawless section of walnut paneling, officers found a hidden wardrobe. Inside were antique royal jewel cases, each one catalogued years earlier as destroyed in a devastating vault fire. Yet here they were, untouched, preserved, and deliberately concealed. The room fell into a stillness that carried weight. This was no oversight. This was intention. The evidence was undeniable. No scorch marks, no heat damage, no trace of fire. These pieces had never been in that vault when it burned. They had been removed before the flames ever began. The implications shifted instantly. This was no accident. It was a controlled disappearance. Someone with full access, knowledge, and trust had taken them. Not an outsider, but someone within the system itself. Within the hour, the report reached King Charles III. In private, he issued a quiet but defining order. Reopen everything. Every record, every access log, every name. And then one final instruction: determine if there was any connection to the Queen. Institutions like the monarchy do not rely on secrecy alone. They rely on loyalty, on unspoken boundaries, on people who know when not to ask questions. If a space becomes family, it becomes protected. If a person is loved, they become shielded. No conspiracy is needed, only silence maintained over time. History has shown this pattern before. From vanished crown jewels to suppressed investigations, the truth is rarely lost. It is simply managed, delayed, redirected. And in this case, the hiding place suggested something more troubling. Not panic, but patience. Stolen artifacts rarely surface openly. They move through private hands, trusted circles, unseen markets. Their value is not just in what they are, but in the story they carry and the secrecy surrounding them. The recovered jewels had been carefully maintained, their velvet linings replaced, their condition preserved. This was not temporary concealment. It was preparation. If even a portion of the collection had already been moved beyond reach, then what was found was only part of a much larger design, one that may have been in motion for years. Now the panel is open, the evidence secured, the investigation active. But one question remains untouched at its core. Who made the decision? Not who hid them, but who gave the order before the fire ever began. That answer exists somewhere, in records, in memory, in silence waiting to break. Because in every system built to protect itself, there comes a moment when the truth becomes heavier than the cost of revealing it. And when that moment arrives, the story changes forever.